Good morning, my dear students. Welcome you all to this session. Today's class, we are going to start with the next topic, compound interest. Okay. In the previous class, what we have discussed about simple interest. Yes, we have used the word interest often. In that specifically, we have used the thing simple interest. Okay, you know what is meant by interest, right? Interest is nothing but extra money which is we are giving to the bank when you borrow some money from them. Okay, along with the money we have borrowed, we have to pay some extra money. That extra money is called as interest. Okay, sometimes you will get interest from bank itself. Okay, sometimes if you in the savings accounts, what account you people will have, it's in savings account itself, this much rupees, if you are putting 1000 rupees, after few years it will become 1050 rupees. So 50 rupees they will give you as the interest. Okay, so interest is nothing but extra money which is paid for the bank if you borrow some money, or the bank will give you to the people for depositing the money to them. Okay, so that we know already. Simple interest formula, do you remember? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T by 100. What is meant by P? It is principal. This principal, this is rate, this is time. Okay, principal means what? The amount which they have borrowed, that is your principal. Rate means what is the percentage of interest they have calculated for this percentage of interest which you have to pay for buying this principal amount, that is the rate. Okay, sometimes they will be giving 5% of interest you have to pay, or 1% of interest is enough, like that some people will say. Then time is the for how many years, for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, or 10 year, or 20 years. So that is your time. So this is what your simple interest. Yes, next is your example number 10. Okay, so question is, a sum of rupees 10,000 is borrowed at a rate of interest. Okay, they are borrowed at a rate of interest 15% per annum. Okay, per annum for 2 years. Find the simple interest on this sum and the amount to be paid at the end of 2 years. Okay, this is what the question. So what is the example they have given? The sum of 10,000 is borrowed. Okay, we are getting 10,000 from the bank. Okay, so what this amount is called as? The amount which is borrowed is called as principal at the rate of interest 15%. So what is the rate of interest? For 15% of interest you have to pay along with this principal amount. Then for how many years? 2 years. So time is given for 2 years. Find the simple interest on this sum. We should find the simple interest using this formula. Then we should find the amount. At last how much amount they are paying. Principal plus interest is the amount formula. So using that we should find the amount which we are paying at the end of 2 years. So given principal is equal to 10,000, rate is equal to 15%, time is equal to 2 years. These and all they have given, these particulars and all they have given in the question. So we have to find the simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Principal is 10,000 into rate is 15 into 2 divided by 100. 10,000 into 15 into 2 divided by 100. 0, 0, 0, 0 cancel. 15 into 3, 15 into 2, 30. So 3,000 is the interest. Simple interest is 3,000 rupees. So along with this 10,000, we are supposed to pay 3,000 interest. So what is the amount? Amount is equal to principal plus interest. What is principal? 10,000. Interest is 3,000. So 10,000 plus 3,000 is 13,000 rupees. So we are supposed to pay 13,000 rupees at the end of 2 years. Understood? So this is the simple calculation we are using it. Okay. Next, you should know the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Okay, because we are going to deal with the simple and compound interest now. So you should know the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Okay. Now listen. I got principal amount from the bank is 10,000. Okay, principal amount from bank is 10,000. If it is 5% or no, it is 100 rupees, 5 rupees, 50%. Okay, I am taking the interest rate as 10%. Okay, the interest rate is 10%. Then we have to pay like every year. Okay, we have to pay for 10 years or 20 years. That is no problem. Okay, so what is the if it is 10% interest means principal will be principal is 10,000, rate is 10%. So time is for 5 years. Okay, time is for 5 years. Okay, simple interest how we will find simple interest is P along with this principal, one particular value of interest you should add with this, and we have to pay as well as at the end. Okay, so we'll consider this principal as 10,000. So interest which we will get is 10% only now. So it will be like 1,000 rupees you have to pay as interest. So amount will be 10,000 plus 1,000, which is 11,000 rupees as the end you will pay. Okay, this is for first year. Second year again you will take the principal as same amount which you got from the bank. What is the interest? Same interest, which is 1,000 rupees, because it is 10% only. So amount will be 10,000 plus 1,000. You will get 11,000. So second year also you will pay 11,000. Likewise third year also you will pay 11,000. Fourth year also 11,000. Fifth year also 11,000. So at the end of 5 years you will spend. You will give all the money. You will settle all the money to that bank. Okay. But this is your simple interest. But compound interest is different. First year you will pay. What is the principal you are getting from the bank? 10,000. So the interest you are getting for this is 1,000 rupees. So amount will be 10,000 plus 1,000. You will get 11,000 rupees. Okay, compound interest. So principal amount which you borrowed from the bank will be P, which is 10,000 rupees. The interest which you have got, we are going to calculate. We got from this principal is 1,000 rupees. So when you are paying to the bank, you should pay principal also, interest also, 11,000 rupees. Okay, next year what you will do now? You will take the principal as this amount. Okay, so what will be the interest you will get from this? Sometimes it will be 1,050 rupees. Consider it. Okay, so listen children, this amount will be the next year principal. We have compounded, we have joined it. Here we are not making any changes in the principal. Same principal, same interest, same amount, say for 5 years itself. But here each year the amount will be, the principal amount will be increasing. The principal amount will be increasing. Okay, principal, interest, so amount. So next year this amount will be the next year principal. So for that principal amount we will calculate the interest, and we will find the amount as 11,000 plus 1,050. It will become 12,050. For the third year what you will do now? you will take this amount as principal, which is 12,050. So what is the interest for that? That will change automatically. Sometimes it is, if it is 2000, see, this is not accurate answer. If it is 2000, automatically amount will change as 12,050 plus 2000, which is nothing but 14,050. So amount is automatically changing. The fourth year also you will consider the previous year amount as principal. So for this principal, what interest you are getting, you will get it. Then you add both, find the amount. So likewise it will changing. So it will be added, it will be compounded. Compounded means what? Previous years you will take it together this year, and you will find the interest for that accordingly. Understood? But for simple interest, same principal, same interest, same period. But here the first year alone, the principal will be what you have got from bank. But the next year, along with this interest, you will increase the principal amount. So the principal will become very high at last. So for that high principal, so in the beginning you got only 10,000, but after few years it has become 15,000. For that 15,000 you have to pay the interest. Did you understand? But here the principal, what you got 10,000, so for that 10,000 only you should pay the interest for each year. But here year this principal amount is changing. So what you will do, you have to pay the interest also will be very high. So you will be at trouble at last. Understood? This is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Understood? See children, there is one tabular column given. What is the difference between simple interest and compound interest? Okay. First year, what the principal amount you are getting? 100 rupees. So interest at 10% means 10 rupee will be the interest, correct? Principal what you borrowed from bank is 100 rupees. In this 10% they are charging us interest. So 10 rupee will be the interest amount. So when you are paying amount 100 plus 10, 110 rupees you will pay it. Second year also you will keep the same 100 rupees. For that 110 rupees is your interest. 100 plus 10, 110 rupees, correct? 100 plus 10, 110 rupees. So the principal amount is not changing. Okay, the principal amount is always 100. Okay, so 110 along with this year interest. Last year principal you will add it, then you will add the interest. Next year only the interest you will add it. So 120 rupees in the second year you have to pay. If you are not paying this 120 rupees in the second year, third year along with this 10 rupees you should pay 130 rupees. Okay, only this interest of this principal amount will be added. Okay, interest of this principal amount, which means this 100 rupees ko what is the interest? Okay, for this 100 rupees what is the interest? That interest you will pay for every year. But in compound interest, see, first 100 rupees you borrowed, for that interest is 10 rupees, so 110 rupees. Okay, next year you will add the interest for this 110 rupees, not the 100 rupees. For the next year you will add the interest for 121 rupees, not the 100 rupees. Okay, so the interest amount will be changed. Always we will maintain the same interest, same amount of interest. 10 rupee you are paying as interest means this 10 rupee only till the end of the year, till the end of that period you will pay. But in compound interest, based upon that principal changes, your interest amount will change. So one year, one interest they will say. So we have to pay that. Okay, so see, in the beginning 100 rupees we have bought, for that 10 rupees, so 110 rupees you have to pay actually. Next year, if that year you are not paying, next year along with the next year's next year's interest you should pay. Okay, so next year's interest will be 11 rupees, not 10 rupees, because your principal has changed. It is 110 rupees, so for that 110 rupee the interest is 11 rupees, so you will get as 121 rupees at last. Then the next year Along with this, you should find the interest for this 110 rupees, 121 rupees, 12, which is 12 rupees. So you're getting 133 rupees as your, at the end you should pay it for the 3 years. Understood? So simple interest is very easy and we can easily tackle in our life, but compound interest we have to pay a lot. Okay. See, usually when you compare, when a person is doing some this giving amount for interest and all, no, those persons, when they use simple interest concept, they will get interest amount very less. Okay, but when they use compound interest concept, they will get the amount more. Okay, so the amount which they earned through a compound interest is very high. Okay, when they are learning through simple interest, they'll give only they'll get only particular amount of interest for every year. For each month 2000 rupees now, for every month he will get only 2000 rupees. But when it is compound interest now, 1 month if it is 2000, the next month it will be like 2010 rupees, the next month 2020 rupees. So the interest value, interest which we are getting for our money will be somewhat greater. Okay. So actually this compound interest concept will be seen in the fixed deposits. Okay, so what they will do now, first I am depositing 10 lakh, okay, 10 lakhs rupees in my bank. For that they are saying it is 10 lakh rupees I am depositing in the bank. So the interest they will itself keep it. Okay, they will not give. Fixed deposit means what? For a particular year, we don't want to, we cannot take the amount. If you are putting 10 lakh in our bank and we put a fixed deposit, and for 5 years means after 5 years only we can take that amount. In between we cannot take that. Okay, so 10 lakhs I am putting as fixed deposit. Okay, FD, they'll call it as FD. What is the interest they are saying now? 10,000 rupees is the interest. Okay, for 10 lakh you will get 10,000 rupees interest. So first for the I'm putting this for 5 years. Okay, so first year 10 lakh plus 10,000, 10 lakh 10,000 rupees will be in the bank. Next year you will not find the interest for this. Instead you will find the interest for this. What is the interest for this 10 lakh 10,000? It will be like 10 lakh 100 rupees. It will be, simply I am saying. This is for first year. It will be, the amount will be 10 lakh 10,000. Second year they will calculate the interest for this 10 lakh 10,000 and you will get the interest of 10 lakh 10,000 rupees, 10,000 100 rupees. So you will add both and you will find 10 lakh 20,000 100 rupees in the third year. So in the bank how much rupees it will be? 10 lakh 20,000 100 rupees will be there in the second year in the bank. Okay, wow. So next year they will charge interest for this amount, not for this amount. They will charge interest for this amount. What is the amount for this? Interest is 10 lakh. Simply I am taking 10,200 rupees is the interest. So if you add both you will get 10 lakh 30,300 rupees. So third year you will have the amount of 10 lakh 30,300 rupees in your account. Next, they will find interest for this amount, not for this beginning what you have deposited. They will find the interest for this 10 lakh 30,300, which is nothing. I am taking the interest as 10 lakh 300, 10,300. So what is the amount you are getting? 10,40600. Okay, so this is what the amount you will have in your account at the end of fourth year. Okay, so again interest they are charging for this amount. So what you are getting? So at last in the 5th year, when you are going to take the FD from your account, you will have 10,51,000 in your account. But actually how much you have paid here? You have paid only 10,000. But due to this compound interest, what we have learned, due to this compound interest concept, we are getting at the end of 5 years 10,51,000. So 51,000 as the interest you got out, the interest amount you have got while you are putting the FD. Okay, so extra you have got in this compound interest when we are depositing it. But when it is like when you are borrowing from the bank, it's really difficult for us to pay the compound interest. Using this compound interest, it is very difficult as to pay, because yearly the amount will get increased. So when you are paying something in the bank, it is used, you can use simple interest, which is very reasonable. But when you are depositing something in the bank, you can use the compound interest concept. Understood? Next is your formula for compound interest. What is the formula for compound interest? See children, you know the formula for simple interest, right? Simple interest is equal to P into R into T divided by 100. Amount, how you will find it? Principal plus interest. So likewise, there is a formula for compound interest. In this compound interest, when you are using the compound interest, you will calculate first the amount. Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. So this is the formula. Amount is equal to principal into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. Okay, this is the formula to find the amount in compound interest. See children, in your simple interest, first you will find the interest, then you will find the amount using the interest. Here in compound interest, you will find the amount, then using this amount we can find the compound interest. CI is equal to A minus P, amount minus principal. So compound interest is equal to amount minus principal is the answer. Okay, so this is different, and when compared to the last problem, it is last concept, the formulas are something different. You have to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. CI is equal to A minus P. Like that, you should only able to memorize this. Okay, memorizing is not, the concept is different, because we are compounding it. Compounding now what? We are adding that amount. Okay, so each year this amount is changing. So based upon that only that interest is also changing, right? That's why the formula is different. Okay, so now we have a example number 11. Find compound interest on rupees 12,600 for 2 years. For how many years? For 2 years at 10% per annum. What does mean by per annum? Per annum means for year, for each year. What they are saying? Compounded annually. Compounded annually means what? Nothing but there is an compounded values. The compounded means what? Like they have added the principal. Year there is one changes. So find the CI. We should find compound interest on this amount. So what is this amount? This is the principal which we are putting in the bank, like that you think it. Okay, we should find the compound interest. So principal for how many years? For 2 years. So we are taking it as n as 2 years. Number of years is called as n. Okay, n years. Next 10%. So R is equal to 10%. So amount is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. P into 1 plus R by 100 the whole power n. So what is the principal? 12,600 into 1 plus R is what? 10 by 100 the whole power 2. 10 by 100 the whole power 2. Cancel. Because see children, inside this whole square it is there. So first you can do the operations inside the bracket, then you can do the square. 12,600 1 plus 1 by 10 the whole square. 1 because 0 0 you got cancelled it. So 12,600 into LCM 10 plus 1 by 10 the whole square into 10 into 10. So 12,600 into 10 plus 1, 11 by 10 the whole square. So now 12,600 into 11 by 10 the whole square means 11 by 10 into 11 by 10 whole square, no, 11 by 10 into 11 by 10, 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. Now 126 into 11, 621, 621. So what is the amount you are getting? 1386. So amount, oh sorry, this is 11, right? 1 minute. So 126 into 11 into 11. So again into 11. 6831, 6831, 6, 14, 14, 5, 1. So what is the answer? Sorry, here 2. Amount which you are getting is 15,246. So amount which you are getting, we got is 15,246. So actually the question is find the CI. So CI is equal to amount minus principal. Amount is what? 15,246 minus principal is 12,600. So actually you got 12,600 only, but at last you should pay 15,246 rupees along with your interest. So how much rupees is your interest? That we should find it. 15,246, 12,600, 4162. So 2,646 rupees you have paid as interest. 2,646 rupees is paid as interest. Okay, so interest itself see very high. Okay, so only you got 12,600 rupees in your from the bank, but you have paid 15,246 in return. Okay, after 2 years you have paid this much amount. So how much you have paid as interest? 2,646 rupees is paid as interest. Understood? So today's class we have discussed what is meant by simple interest, compound interest, and what is the formula and how to differentiate both. So how this amount will vary for both. Okay, so I hope you all understood, children. Thank you.